step through the brick wall, and suddenly you're in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. But Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Orlando is more than just a theme park attraction. It is a marvel of immersive storytelling and meticulous craftsmanship. In this video, we're going to be diving into the history of how this magical place came to life. As we discussed in our previous video about the wizarding world of Harry Potter, in 2010, Universal Studios opened Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure to unprecedented success. With resort attendance rising by 36% within the first year, guests were enchanted by the detailed recreation of J.K. Rowling's world. But Universal knew that they had only scratched the surface of what they could achieve. They needed something even more bold, ambitious, and magical. Universal Creative wanted to expand the story, giving guests a chance to step more into the wizarding world. Plans for future expansions were previously discussed during the construction of Hogsmeade. On December 6, 2011, only 1 year after Hogsmeade opened, a brand new Harry Potter expansion would be announced by Universal. This new area would be based around the cobblestone wizarding shopping district of Diagon Alley. Originally, the new expansion would replace the remaining part of the Lost Continent area, but it was decided to place it within Universal Studios Florida to boost attendance at that park as well. To make way for the expansion, the Jaws ride, which was an opening day attraction, would need to be demolished. The ride and the surrounding Amity Island would close forever on January 2nd, 2012. References to Jaws can still be found today in the London area of Diagon Alley. Construction on Diagon Alley would begin immediately after Jaws' closure, but official details on the new land would not be officially announced until May 8th of 2013, with further details that the flagship attraction would be based around the Gringotts Bank. This new area would take over 20 acres and be the largest expansion in the park's history up to that point. Universal would once again bring in Stuart Craig and Alan Gilmore, the production designer and art director of the film series, to bring in authenticity from the films directly to the brand new land. A London waterfront street would be created to begin the guest immersion as they would travel into the wizarding world. The King Cross train station would be added to allow guests the chance to ride the Hogwarts Express from London to Hogwarts and back. 12 Grimmauld Place from the books and films can be seen along with the house elf Krecher peering out to the guests. Traveling through a brick wall, guests are transported into Diagon Alley, with the land designed so you cannot see the rest of the park to give you that full immersion. Ollivander's Wand Shop, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, Wiseacres, and the Leaky Cauldron are some of the shops and restaurants that you can go into. Even the darker side of the wizarding world is represented with Nocturne Alley. The stores here would be much larger than the ones over at Hogsmeade, making them much easier to move through. The main focus of the land would be a 60-foot tall Ukrainian iron-bellied dragon sitting on top Gringotts Bank at the end of the alley. Every 10 to 15 minutes, the dragon will breathe fire out into the land. Designed and built by Bryn Court and his team, the dragon would go through multiple iterations before Universal settled on the design seen atop Gringotts today. Below the dragon would be the main attraction of this brand new land, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Terry Koo would once again be the creative director for the brand new attraction after working on the Forbidden Journey. When designing the new ride, Universal Creative wanted to remain as faithful to the original source material as possible, but still create something exciting for guests. The story and design would go through multiple revisions before eventually landing on a setting that took place in the timeline of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, when Harry, Ron, and Hermione break into Gringotts to retrieve one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. Universal would need to go directly to J.K. Rowling to get permission to add story elements that did not exist within the books or films. Just like Forbidden Journey before it, Universal would create a brand new state-of-the-art ride system for Escape from Gringotts, all housed in an 80,000 square foot show building. Guests enter the lobby of Gringotts Wizarding Bank to see the goblins working away. The guests are whisked away to visit the vaults, making their way to Bill Weasley's office, where they are welcomed by Bill and the goblin Blordak. Guests then take a simulated elevator ride down to the vaults, pick up their cart goggles, and ascend a flight of stairs to the cart loading station. The ride encompasses motion-based vehicles, detailed sets, physical effects, and 3D projection screens similar to those found on Transformers the Ride and The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, along with a roller coaster track very similar to Revenge of the Mummy. The ride would be manufactured by Intamin with a track that is over 2,000 feet long and a top speed of 30 miles per hour. One of the most unique features of the attraction is the tilting track at the beginning of the ride. Bellatrix Lestrange appears and begins to torture the guests. The track pivots vertically on a center pivot point, taking it from a horizontal to facing nearly 40 degrees down, then releasing the ride vehicles to plunge them into the darkness. Universal would create and patent a new motion-based track that would allow the ride vehicles to rotate 90 degrees to view show scenes, pitch forward, and rotate a full 360 degrees. It would be similar to the actuators used on The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man with 6 degrees of freedom. The only difference being that Gringotts' ride vehicle would be attached to a roller coaster track. A security troll pushes the guest cart further, past the thief's downfall, and stops in front of some more security trolls. One of them is hit by a mace, but hangs onto the guest cart and sends them falling. Bill casts Arresto Momentum again to stop the cart from falling, followed by Aguamente to stop the Ukrainian Iron-Belly Dragon from breathing fire onto the guests, and Wingardium Leviosa, sending the guests through the vaults in order to help them escape. The guests enter a vault, but they're attacked by Nagini, Bellatrix, and Lord Voldemort. In the finale, the ride vehicles are launched up to 30 miles per hour by drive tires through the final scene, as Hermione casts a spell to hook the cart to the dragon in order to get the guests safely out of the vaults. Throughout the attraction, physical sets and large 4K projection screens would be used to bring the guests into the world of Gringotts Bank. The largest screen in the attraction is 45 feet high and 55 feet wide. Rupert Grint, Helena Bonham Carter, Ralph Fiennes, and Domhnall Gleeson would reprise their characters from the film within the attraction. Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson would not return and would be voice dubbed by other actors using footage from the final Harry Potter film. But the magic didn't stop at Diagon Alley. For the first time, guests could travel between two theme park lands via the Hogwarts Express. This immersive train ride connected Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure, making the journey just as magical as the destination. Diagon Alley, along with Escape from Gringotts and the Hogwarts Express, would officially open on July 8, 2014. Just like the opening of Hogsmeade 4 years earlier, guests would start lining up the night before to access the brand new land. The line stretched over 2 hours just to get into Diagon Alley, with a line for Gringotts getting over 6 hours. Due to the continued expansion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Universal would see a 65% increase of attendance over a 6-year span. In 2023, as part of Universal's Halloween Horror Nights event, the Death Eaters would be added as roaming characters within Diagon Alley. They would take TikTok by storm in 2024 with some of their, let's say, antics. With the continued growth of the Wizarding World from Hollywood to Japan, it was only a matter of time before Orlando received another expansion. While it was heavily rumored for years before, Universal would officially announce the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic on July 31st, 2024. The new land would be based around the 1920s Paris as seen in the Fantastic Beasts film series. The area's main attraction, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, will be a motion-based dark ride that will feature a simulation of the Flute Network fireplaces, transporting park guests to the British Ministry of Magic in the 1990s London on the days of Dolores Umbridge's trial. It is expected to include another technologically advanced ride system, just as Universal has done with their previous Harry Potter attractions. The new land will open with the brand new park Epic Universe on May 22nd, 2025. The Wizarding World is more than just a place to visit. It is a place to escape, to dream, and immerse yourself in the magic of Harry Potter. And Universal's attention to detail ensures that the magic will last for generations. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a lifelong Potterhead, roaming around Diagon Alley is an unforgettable experience. So what is your favorite part of Diagon Alley? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this magical adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into your favorite attractions. Until next time, mischief managed.